Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome to our part 2 of our Saudi Arabia World Cup qualification. We're in the final stages of the Asia qualifying round, and this will be our group. We got Qatar, North Korea, Japan, and Oman. We're very familiar with North Korea after what happened in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, you should probably check it out. Japan are pretty good. Qatar are a rival of Saudi Arabia, and I believe Oman are as well to an extent. Before we start this match against Qatar, it's on legendary difficulty. As you all know, I just say it because I get a few people ask what the difficulty is and stuff like that. Here we go, our first match then is a big rivalry really. It's Saudi Arabia versus Qatar. Both of these sides will be looking to beat each other in this first one. Of course, Qatar, massive oil money state sort of thing, and the same again with Saudi Arabia, always competing against each other, these Arab nations, in terms of like even just like backroom football. You think like Man City's owners are always competing with PSG owners. I know that Man City's owners are UAE, I believe, and not Saudi, but still, do you know what I mean? It's all very competitive between them, and of course Saudi Arabia here should be beating Qatar. Don't really know what holds in store for Saudi Arabia in this one. It was a bit of a odd qualifying series, and already we've conceded against Qatar. Defending is just non-existent sometimes. Qatar has scored, and that is 1-0 in the 7th minute. 1-0 in the 7th minute. Not great defending at all. He literally just turned around us and tapped it in. I think we're going to have some problems here with Saudi Arabia. Oh, here we go, Qatar. This could be another one. It is. That defender at the back is really awful. I think his name is Hasawi or something like that. He is terrible. I'll give the ball to him right now. It's this guy here, Sorry, right? Like, he has let 2 goals in because he's just losing his man constantly. You are dropped for the next game. Qatar pushing forward. This is already embarrassing for Saudi Arabia, really, in terms of this rivalry that they have with Qatar. Come on. Like, Qatar are one of the weakest teams in the group as well, and we're already folding against them. It doesn't feel like Saudi Arabia should be a 3-star team. I called them frauds in the last video, and I think it still rings true. I honestly do. We're already down quite hard here against Qatar, and we're not playing very well either. It's not like, you know, they've scored some bangers or whatever. Through ball. And yes, nice one. That's 2-1 now. And a little bit of tough love means that Saudi Arabia have gone on and scored. I called them frauds, called them out, and now they've scored. That's good. Okay, now we just need another one, and then it's all level. The defender has come off, and we got Tucker on now. Don't know who he is. He was just a centre-back who was just in the reserves, and I decided to put him on because I'm not having any mistakes in this one. I am dropping people that make mistakes. Oh, that defender at the back is just so decent at cutting everything out. He really's done so well. He's going to do it again, isn't he? Maybe not. Yes, come on, it's 2-2, and Saudi Arabia have equalised with Al-Qahtani. Good. Good. We've shown that we can fight back against another stubborn team. Into the box here, and Saudi Arabia have pinched it at the end. We have pinched it. 2-0 down. Come back. 3-2. Moaf with the goal, and this was such good passing there. Look at this, just snuck it in near post. Saudi Arabia have potentially won the Oil Classico away from home after being 2-0 down, having a shocking first half, coming back from basically the dead and resurrecting this match and winning, well, potentially winning 3-2. We don't know yet. That is going to be it. Qatar bottled that match quite hard. They were 2-0 up, and we started to slowly come back into it, and we completed the comeback. Well done to Saudi Arabia there, because I thought we were going to get dusted by Qatar, but no, thankfully we didn't. On to the next game. Second match of the group is against Oman, another neighbour to Saudi Arabia and rival as well. So Oman are pretty decent on this game. I've used them in the past. If you are interested, just type in Toboloco Oman, or if you're looking for any specific country, just type in Toboloco and your country of choice, and it should more than likely come out. If it hasn't come up, then I haven't done it yet. Simple as that. Over the top here, Al-Qahtani. I think he's our main goal scorer, and he's going through now and off the post. North Korea doing what they usually do best and win games quite comfortably in this series. I think they're on something. They must be. Oh my god, 3-0 in the first half? What's happened to Japan? I mean, we're struggling here against Oman, but at least we're in control of the match. And that is half-time, score 0-0. A little bit disappointed, really. Again, you know, I do know that Oman are decent, but Saudi Arabia, 3-star team. I just don't understand where that 3-star rating is coming from. Here comes Saudi Arabia. No, man. Oh, Oman is no man at the moment. It's so frustrating. You know, you could be all over a team and you just can't score a goal. Into the box. Can we shoot? Finally, we score. And we've broken the deadlock. Oman's stubbornness has been eliminated. Finally, we've broken through. And Saudi Arabia have got the breakthrough. 1-0. Very proud of them for doing that because, you know, most of the time we would just fold and just not score. In the last round we would have, but it seems like very slow improvement from Saudi Arabia. That's going to be it. Only a 1-0. They were really stubborn in that game, Oman. They were very stubborn. I'm glad we broke them down. 2 wins on the bounce for Saudi Arabia. Hopefully now we'll repair the form, but you know what's coming. We got Japan, who are the favourites in the group, and North Korea, who have already blown us away in one of the matches that we previously played. So yeah, no fun at all. And they just recently beat Japan as well, so they're going to be flying. Third match of the group, away from home at Japan. This will be a massive statement if we can win this game away from home. Even if it's just a 1-0, it will be a statement win saying that Saudi Arabia will not be moved. But if we lose, then we're going to start to lose form again, and it just feels like it's an up and down, like, sort of turbulent situation with Saudi Arabia at the moment. Oh, look at this, Al-Qahtani into the middle, and goal! Goal for Saudi Arabia. What a move that is, and Muaf has scored 30 minutes in. 1-0 against Japan. I thought that sweat move was going to fail because I thought I might have did it a little bit too early. Goalkeeper was able to adjust, but it still went in anyway. Brilliant stuff, and we've taken the lead. Crossed in by Japan. Oh, nobody went for that. I see I still kept that defender on for this match. I'll keep him on because sometimes you need to tell people like, hey, I won't tolerate this. You can come back for a second chance, but I will not tolerate you giving up leaky goals. Half-time, Saudi Arabia currently leading 1-0, which is a bit of a surprise considering our shaky form. Get it? Shaky form? Like a Saudi shake? No? Nobody's laughing? Okay. Al-Qahtani. Over the top. That's a good ball. And the chance to go 2-0 up goes begging. Over the top. Great ball. Is there a chance for Saudi Arabia? No. The save denied us. I tried to adjust myself. And, of course, it just took too long. We've had multiple chances to go 2-0 up in this one. It could come back to bite us. Over the top. And where is my defence? Where have they gone? And half-assed attempt by the goalkeeper to save that. And that is equaliser. I told you all these chances would have come to bite me. And where was my defenders on that? The goalkeeper kind of saved it, and then he just went, nah. Look at this, look. Just, like, deflected off of him almost. Good ball. And Saudi Arabia have scored. What were Japan doing? Their defence, where were they? 86th minute, another late winner potentially for Saudi Arabia. I'm surprised that it was that easy to get into the box and tap it in like that. That was a great spin by Moaf. The ball came in here, he panned that defender and smashed it in, bottom of the net, and that is 2-1. Japan looking for it. That almost went in for an own goal. That defender at the back keeps trying to score own goals and, like, I don't know, messing up the team's chances. I got to get rid of him. Got to. He's done okay in this match, but he's a bit of a liability. The Harry Maguire of Saudi Arabia. Header caught. That should be game over once I boot this one away. And Saudi Arabia have earned a vital 3 points away from home here against Japan. Unexpected 3 points as well, to be honest, because the form that we've been in and we're leaking goals and stuff like that is surprising. Here we are then, fourth match, another showdown with North Korea. I've kind of made them my rivals, my personal rivals in this gameplay, because what they did to me in the last video, I won't spoil it, was just something else. So yeah, I'm desperate to win against this side. I really am. They're predicting everything I'm doing so far. Every over-the-top ball that we do is just picked off by North Korea. They just know the way I play. It's like I'm playing against another human. Or just a super advanced AI. I guess obviously Legendary is the hardest difficulty you can do on this game, but it is exploitable to a certain extent. But North Korea just seem to make it, like, impossible for some reason. Through ball. Moaf. I don't think he has the pace. But it doesn't matter. It's going to be a penalty. Sloppy pen to concede from North Korea. Must have mistimed it, obviously. And that's a red. Oh, that's going to hurt their chances now in this match. All right, Al-Qahtani with the chance to put Saudi Arabia 1-0 up. He has done it. And that is 1-0 through the penalty just before half-time. Great way to start the match off. Saudi Arabia are leading 1-0. Go on. Saudi Arabia being hacked out in the box again. And that is a penalty. Once again, North Korea are now gifting us penalties. And will that be another red? No, just a yellow. Al-Qahtani. It's in. And that is 2-0. Both penalties, but I don't care. North Korea keep giving them to us. So, yeah, why not? Through ball. Here we go. Oh, that was a close one. We've been really good here against North Korea. Remember what they did to us last time. And now we're 2-0 up against them. It seems like Saudi Arabia have really turned a corner here. A vital sort of stage in this World Cup qualifying. That is an amazing win against North Korea. Like, you may not think that it is an amazing win. We are unbeaten after 4 games. 12 points on the board in the halfway stages. All we really need to do now is just cement it with a couple more wins, and I think we will go to the World Cup. Which, if you asked me that after the last video, I probably would have said no chance. This is your table so far, and Saudi Arabia are top by 6 points. Even if we start to lose momentum, North Korea are so far behind. They are 8 points behind. That's at least 2 or 3 games. So, like I said, all we need to do to cement the top spot is to win 1 or 2 more games. If you're interested in the other group, this is how it's looking like. South Korea are winning the group by quite a considerable margin. The rest of the teams are all trying to go for that second place spot. Still 4 more games to play. Here we go then. 5th match of our qualifying is against Qatar. A repeat of Oil Classico. Can we beat them here? And this time, can we not have like a comeback victory, because they're quite stressful to deal with. I just want a clean victory here. Through ball. Al-Qahtani. Has he got the strength? No, he doesn't. Still, after scoring all those goals, the form isn't actually helping him. Through ball. This is a good chance for Moaf. He could try and score here. He has. It just went through the Qatari keeper. And that is 1-0. Moath with the goal. And we're on the board. Poked through. Al-Qahtani. Is he going to score here for Saudi Arabia? Yes, he has. The rebound was kind. And that is 2-0. This looking like Saudi Arabia are on the verge of qualifying into the World Cup because they're unbeaten currently. If we win this match, that'll be 15 points with 3 games to play. Oh, good ball there. Qatar have done my goalkeeper. You don't see it that often when the goalkeeper comes out and then gets turned like that. Let's have a look at this one more time by Qatar. Look at this. Fake shot. Fake shot. And like I said, you don't really see that too often. And that was a good strike. That's 2-1 now. Oh, missed opportunity. Again, that guy is such a liability. And that could have ended 2-2 before the half. He needs to come off again. I need to teach him a lesson. He keeps doing it. Finesse shot. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I just took that just to get it to half time. But Al-Qahtani scores a beautiful finesse shot to make it 3-1. Back on top by 2 goals now. And the pass was nice. And the finesse shot, beautiful. Qatar, good save. Again, they're trying to push. I think they're trying to mount a comeback of their own, just like we did against them in the first match. Through ball, Moath. There is an opportunity here. It's a through ball, Al-Qahtani. And that's expertly played by Saudi Arabia. And that is 4-1. That should seal the game. The pass to Al-Qahtani was amazing. It was just right behind the defence. Then I rounded the goalkeeper just like they did to us. Crossed in. Qatar poke it in. That's 4-2 now. Goalkeeping on that one wasn't the best. Okay, well, we'll let it off because, you know, we were 4-1 up. So we're still going to win this one. Well, I hope so. So, in this one, we beat Qatar by 4-2. Oil Classico was a good match between both the sides, really. Goals either way. I think Saudi Arabia are 1 win away pretty much from securing the top 2 spots. This could be the match where we pretty much automatically qualify for the World Cup. We've got 15 points currently. If we get another 3 points, that'll be 18 with 2 games to play. I'm fairly sure we're about 5 or 6 points clear of Japan and I think of North Korea. I think we're almost 9 or even 10. So it's looking good. Just don't slip up. Poor pass there by Oman, and it had to be palmed away by Al-Habsi. Don't know why he just didn't collect it properly. That's a good ball. And that's a goal. How did they let that go through? Saudi Arabia have scored, and there's that man again, Moath. And Moath and Al-Qahtani up front have been really improving so well. And they've been scoring so many goals now in this second phase or final phase of qualifying. What a finish that was. Over the top, Al-Qahtani. Can he get the second? No. Saved by Al-Habsi. Good ball. And the keeper saves. I thought that went underneath him and then into the back of the net. Luckily, it span off in the other direction. Oh no, come on. Oh, that was close. Very close. What was the goalkeeper doing just standing there for? Half-time, 1-0. A bit of a lackluster performance from Saudi Arabia defensively and attacking wise as well. Only got 1 goal. Could have had more. Good through ball into the box. It's spilt and I couldn't get the shot off there. Still remains 1-0. Bit of a drab game, to be honest. It just feels like Oman just want to keep possession and just do nothing with it. Good ball over the top. Can Oman capitalise? He crossed it in and that's going to be a win. I think it hit the side netting. And despite it only being a 1-0 and quite a boring game, I'll take it. It's another win. And I'm fairly sure now we have sealed qualification into the next round. Or, well, the World Cup even, I should say. Let's just check the group. Saudi Arabia remain unbeaten. As you can see from the table, we have definitely qualified for the World Cup. There's no way we're going to fall out of those top 2 spots with North Korea winning both their games. Even if they do, they'll only have 13 points, and that's not enough to catch us up. Japan could overtake us, but it won't matter. We'll still go through to the World Cup anyway. Actually, no, they can't, because they played 7 games. So, no, they can't. Saudi Arabia are on top. We finished it. We still got 2 games to play, but they're literally irrelevant now. I would say that in Group A, Bahrain and Syria are out of it because they only got 1 more game to play. It's between Iraq and Australia, I'd say, at this point. Korea Republic have pretty much sealed their place at the World Cup. Here we go then, a match against Japan. It doesn't really matter at all, because once Japan have played this match, they will run out of matches. So we could potentially almost screw them over, really, if we beat them, and then North Korea win their last 2 matches. Although North Korea still have to play me for the final game, and I'm not going to let them win against me. Oh, that was close. Japan with a weak header, and it still tested the keeper. Matsui crosses it in, and oh, come on. There's a bit of a calamity going on in Saudi Arabia. We don't want that creeping back into our defensive play. Japan score a worldie. I couldn't even get in front of it, and Akubo has scored to make it 1-0. Great shot, honestly, great shot. I did get in front of it, like, don't get me wrong, I did try, but it went through everyone. The sheer power that he hit it with, hits the post and goes in. You can't stop those. Wow, I didn't expect that one to go in. And Tamada has scored to make it 2-0. Saudi Arabia's poor defence is coming back into play. Whether or not it's complacency because they know they've qualified for this World Cup, I don't know. But that was a hard ball to track. The computer always does those kind of crosses. Always. Half-time, 2-0 down against Japan. At least it's in a situation that doesn't matter, at least. So, you know, Saudi Arabia are picking their moments to mess up defensively. Oh my god, Saudi Arabia just not here, are they? They just don't want to do anything. Tamada's going through. The shot was weak and poor. Oh, come on, really? Another penalty? Okay, cool. Penalty to Saudi Arabia. Would that be another red card? No, okay. Referee felt quite generous on that one for Japan. Al-Qatani, can he make it 2-1? He has made it 2-1. At least Saudi Arabia got the pen. At least. Big gap here, and that's a goal. I saw that coming from a mile away from where the defence was and everything. You know, they're all spread out, not really doing much. 3-1. Can't be having that at the actual World Cup, because bigger sides like Germany and stuff will absolutely hammer us if we don't sort that problem out. Headed and it's caught. Well, we're bound to lose one match, and I'm glad we lost against Japan and not, you know, any of the teams below us. Not a great performance though from Saudi Arabia. Kind of let ourselves down a little bit, but then again, there's no shame in losing to Japan. We're back in North Korea for the final match of this qualifying group. Saudi Arabia have already qualified, and I believe that North Korea are in that playoff spot, and they can't be thrown out of that playoff spot. I think they've done enough to grasp it. North Korea kind of fell off from the last gameplay. They were on fire, and now they finished in the playoffs. Cross that in, no header, and again, no header again. Fantastic work. I think Saudi Arabia are purposely doing awful because they've already qualified. Hong Yong-jo, he makes it 1-0. Like, I don't know why we just performed terribly at Pyongyang. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Crossed in, and the header almost went in. It's just, well, I don't know. It might be because, I don't know. I couldn't explain it. I couldn't explain how bad we perform away from home in North Korea. That's twice now. We've given up 7 goals, by the way. away from home against North Korea. 7. It's not good, is it? Go on. Oh, good save. The North Korea won't be beaten at home, will they? Too much national pride in the stadium. Muninguk. I can't tackle him. Like, these North Koreans are really strong considering that they don't eat every day. What the hell? Better not be offside. It wasn't. And a good save yet again. I think we're not going to break this North Korean defence down. We're not going to do it. Crossed in. Header goes wide. The plethora of chances we've had. And Saudi Arabia just don't really seem to care. And if you act like that at the World Cup, then I'll be very angry. We dropped 2 games against North Korea in this qualifying series. Totaling a goal score of 7 goals to 0. It could be, well, yeah, now it's 8. 8-0 on aggregate, really. Like, shocking defending from Saudi Arabia, really. I know it's the 90th minute, but yeah, just get me out again. North Korea, we just cannot win here. Saudi Arabia just can't do it. They're not good enough to contend with North Korea. Very lazy loss by Saudi Arabia. You better not see that kind of form at the World Cup, otherwise, well, that would be disgraceful. If we get North Korea again, if North Korea somehow qualify for the playoffs and then come into our group, I will be just so annoyed because I'm fed up of playing North Korea because they keep beating me. So that is your final table for qualifying. As you can see, Saudi Arabia and Japan have qualified North Korea into the playoffs. I just want to show you who else got into the playoffs in the other group. South Korea. That is going to be a very heated playoff series. Okay then, let's find out our group and find out if North Korea or South Korea made it into the World Cup. It'll be quite funny if North Korea, despite beating me 8-0 over a total of 4 games or so, well, you know what I mean, they have beaten me 8-0 on aggregate, they won't qualify. That would be so funny. I can see South Korea winning that game, to be honest. And we'll just fast forward these ones. We're not in pot 2. We should be in pot 3 or pot 4, perhaps. Czech Republic in Group A, Ireland in Group B, Russia in Group C, England Group D, Sweden Group E. Okay, just keep going. Brazil and Serbia. Okay, cool. We're in pot 3 and South Korea made it. So haha, North Korea beating me twice and humbling me like that. You still didn't get through. That's quite funny. Saudi Arabia in Group C alongside Holland and Russia. Not brilliant. Group B, Colombia. Group C will have Nigeria. That's a really hard group, man. But there's your groups right there. And yeah, I hope that Saudi Arabia can do something in that group, because that seems a little bit impossible. Before we wrap this up, do you want to know the most irritating thing? That result. New Caledonia topped their group in Oceania, and then they had to go against Korea Republic in a playoff. Don't you think that's just so unfair? Anyway, guys, that was your second part of Saudi Arabia's qualification run to 2010. We've made it. Tune in next time for the actual World Cup. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.